tomato pepper on their face.
It's the architect. You draw it now. What to concern builder? Builder is just there to follow what is in the blueprint now.
So
Simple
who
as
are we
that.
blaming for this windows, a slice of window that we're experiencing in Nigeria or in Lagos?
Nigerian architects. It's them.
The
They don't go
architects.
school. I think all those are them. They know to go school.
I'm
It's a street.
blaming the ecosystem, the real estate ecosystem. But
it's
let me
a-
hear you. Let me hear you.
You go to some streets,
I'm on
right?
this.
You see some houses from the 80s and 90s beside homes that they just built 2 years, 3 years, 6 months ago, and you weep for this country because it's like they don't. At this point, they are creating pyramids. That's what we are creating now. It's like they just want dead people to enter and just die of heat. Because I don't get, you say you are saving money. Saving money on what? You're even using less cement to open it. You say you don't. First of all, you people remove bungalows. I mean, not bungalows. You remove the
Love.
Not love. What's the name of this thing?
No, I say I love bungalows. I'm agreeing with you.
Not bungalows. The verandas. First of all, you remove verandas,
balconies.
The balconies. God knows why you people decided it. You now replace it with one small portmanteau, toilet, something. You now deceive yourself. Then you now said, oh, window. Let's even reduce windows into slits. They're not even windows anymore. They are slits of air. The one that annoyed me, I saw one day in the same place. They did 4 slits. I'm not like, why can't you guys just break everything and just put one big window there? No, they had to put 4 slits there. I'm not like, is this how people live? You see the compound. The compound is the difference between the space between the gate and the building. It maybe is like 1 feet.
It's a very spacious compound.
So, it's very spacious. It's a new age concept.
Yeah.
If I have money, I'll just gonna rather buy all those houses in the 80s or 90s and just renovate them. Because whatever these guys are doing with that compass, I can't. I don't have the energy to be counting cement to people. I'm sorry, I don't have the energy.
And you don't have to do that. You get a lawyer to do.
I don't trust. No. Nigerians are very untrustworthy people. I don't have time. Let me just get
referrals.
If I can afford Julius Berger, yes, but if it is
fair enough.
If it is Baba Shadi that is doing it, no way. No. You die. You almost die. Every day you buy cement. Though everybody just be duping you. I know my country people very well.
So is it the moneyless or who will be duping you?
The foreman, the people who are building, everybody will be duping. They'll say, no, we need more bags of cement. Meanwhile, they're building their own house in or Abule Muanleru somewhere. No. I know my people. I'm sorry. Homes in the 90s are way, way better. Kunle Afolayan's father had a film, and Kunle Afolayan was able to restore it, and it's on YouTube right now for free. It's a Yoruba film, right? In the movie, there's a rich man there. They now show the rich man's mansion. Ugochi, we see parlor. You feel play football inside that parlor.
A stadium.
And not like, so all this one they now be claiming it's world class. Something that if you take 10 steps, you already got it to the end of the room.
If you spread your hands out end to end, you touch the wall.
And there's a swimming pool in that mansion. And this is not that jacuzzi they'll build for you in Lekki. They'll say it's swimming pool. They'll build one small jacuzzi for you. They say it's
justice for Lekki.
Swimming pool that you can use to train for Olympics. I'm like, no, this country, we've lost the plot. Plus the all of them are useless. Plus the builders, architect, everybody, they're all useless.
So the truth is, I don't know who came up with the concept of the kind of buildings that we're seeing these days in Lagos. In fact,
it's the Antichrist.
Oh my word! You know, Jehovah's Witnesses actually believe that. The world is currently run by the devil, and God is just like looking at us or looking at the simulation. Please, nobody should come for me. This is what I was explained to.
What? That the world is currently running on the Antichrist or what?
By Satan.
It's allowed. At least in Nigeria, I know that. Obviously, that it cannot be the God myself. So it is Satan that is ruling Nigeria. There's nothing right now. The principalities of the dark world.
Shaitan.
If you read about like the demons that fell, there's some demons that even Satan self. Now whispering, they whisper to them. They follow them. They raise voice for them. Those demons have left wherever they are and they sat down in Nigeria. They're not moving anywhere again. This is their home. This is a Eco hotel that here 24/7, 365. Because nothing is making sense. How can you
For
build house
real.
without windows? Ah,
Space without space, first off, and without
yes.
sizable windows.
Then developers will now come and say, you know what?
Ah,
In a country, in a city where the heat wave can reach almost 35 degrees, let us do away with fan. First of all, there's no ventilation
oh,
again because your windows are
I
already
did
bad.
tell you. Honestly, no
Now,
ventilation.
let's do away with fan and just put AC. In a country where we are struggling to have 16 hours of electricity per day.
It's
If
ridiculous.
I be Tinubu at this point, I just tell them close all the university. Since all of you are useless, everybody go to farm. Because people are not thinking.
But Tinubu told us that you, if we don't have 24 hours lights by his first tenure, that we
I
should not
don't know
vote
why
for him again.
see,
Allegedly.
as a Nigerian woman, you should know
Actually, it's not
Nigerian men.
allegedly, there are clips.
You, as a Nigerian woman, you should know Nigerian men. Talk less of politician. Wait, you
What do you?
anything,
No, I don't know Nigerian men. Please explain that statement. I don't
anything
know.
to
I'm a
anything to reach
young
the
girl.
promised
I don't
land.
know anything. Please
Anything to reach the
explain to
promised
me.
land. Anything to reach the promised land. They'll go promise. When the night I
Oh,
say, hey, did you see? You want me to be buying you wig or 1 million? Which work did you put in
oh,
my hey? So
you
now
see?
a politician is not even coming again to tell you he's going to give you. Politician we don't build solar. He don't put solar for your
And then some
common.
people are running around for solar tax.
See how now. Person tell you say, I don't build solar. He's still telling you you have 24 hours. Who is the woman at the end of the day? I beg, I beg, I beg.
We have a big M on our foreheads moving
Yeah.
around.
Yes,
Some M,
definitely
some
big.
L, some S.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Guys, we are back again. Sorry for the week's absence. It was, as they say in Nigerian Palace, issues beyond our control. But we are back
Mm,
again, like P Square, never to
bring you
break
back
up. Unlike
again.
P Square, where one of them has changed his birthday because he doesn't want to be associated with his brother anymore. But
Talk about
anyway,
it.
we are
Really?
back. Yes, yes. Peter said he's going to change his birthday for, I believe, obvious reasons. At the end of the day.
What's going on here, please? What's going on with our legends?
His
I'm
siblings,
confused.
they can't stand each other. That's the problem. The three of them can't stand each other.
But why, like, Omo, shea blood is still thicker than water, Sha.
And the person that would used to settle their fight died long time ago. So
Omo. So without
it's
that person, they can't come. Well, you know
um,
what?
oh.
At the end of the day, I hope that they do
That
what's
see,
best for them.
first of all, they all live in Parkview, so they are fine. I can't be worrying about Peter and Paul and Jude. They live in Parkview, they're fine, they're
But they
okay.
give us some jams now. Why? That's why you need to be bothered about them. It's giving Afro beats, man.
They Spotify. Don't worry, we don't need to see
Afro
them face to
beats. You need to
face.
be concerned about the
Anyway,
players, key players.
AOT2 here, Ayomide Tayo in the building. Thank you guys. We are back again and again. Yes.
Hey guys, it's a good channel. What's happening? Sorry, I missed you. We missed you guys.
Yes.
Genuinely.
Yes, we missed you guys. So that means you send us formula234@com, where we'll read it on the next podcast, inshallah, Lord willing. You so?
Also, I add release therapy to that because I don't understand why
Also,
people are not really.
release that. It's hard for me, I understand. Men are complaining. We have done CBIC is coming back because I've gotten it through the grapevine
Um,
that the average amount they use to wine and dine a woman in this city of Babylon, he done the if, that money. If Lagos State collect that money, they go use and build Fort Million Bridge. So things have to be. So people are not releasing the way they should be releasing, and they said due to inflation, OS don't increase money too. So things are getting very tight. Things are
my
getting very
Shima
tight.
comes first.
hmm I
My
don't know.
Shima comes
There's
first.
one guy on TikTok, and he asks men. I don't know which part of Lagos he asks this man because the numbers they give are very troubling.
Mm.
So the question he only asks them is how much you pay Olosho. Uh, how much you pay Olosho the last time we meet Olosho, something like that. How much you pay Olosho last time? And Ugochi, just get the average number this man say.
2K, 3K.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Some say 1K, 2K, 5K. Some will say, I don't even pay ourselves. She just enjoy how they go like that. I say first of
So,
all, my guy. First of all, congratulations, you have HIV/AIDS.
but
It's
why'd
not
you feel so though?
because I'm sure if it's at that point you never use condom. I'm very sure there's no
But
problem, bro.
you know the interesting thing,
Mm-hmm.
though, like prostitutes really take their health very seriously.
Now, so that's why they say Lagos is well. According to the last data I saw, they said one of the epicenters of HIV/AIDS is in Lekki. They didn't say that phase one or phase two. They just said Lekki.
Mm.
So may
This
everybody hold,
justice for Lekki again.
may, may everybody hold their nappy tight. May not in Lekki.
Rainy season is coming. Justice for
So
Lekki
you just see
again.
this man, and this man just my last time I done I 1.5. If you see anybody that said 50K there, or more rare.
See,
Never have I even seen 100K. The algorithm has never given me so that's our last time 100. No, one is say last time I paid on a 2.5, and I did on Colos. So the thing long well. I said no.
are you not surprised that I even had the range,
Oh, may
an
I say
accurate range?
it's in Lagos. Everybody who knows, man. And
See,
let's say that person a papa or Lodi a papa. Because where they always
where
talk
did they
am.
ask the question?
Um,
Oh,
and
they
most
are
of these guys,
definitely that
and the
that
ranges,
place is also a hot center. Mm-hmm.
the ranges, you just see some guys that okay, this one, it's not as if he's not working. Maybe the work is not great, but in they go every morning, in they go somewhere. Then some, you know that it's na road they sleep for night.
Mm-hmm.
They literally sleep on the streets. I'm like, wow,
See,
okay, shout
s-
out.
that's why people say that. That's why you hear people say sex is very cheap to get. It's not so
So
everybody has their own. There's a
proclivities.
price point.
It's according to
Exactly.
your pocket, yes.
Yeah,
So
according to your
based on what
economic
I'm hearing on
standing.
CBIC, things have inflated everywhere. So we
But
need to
when
bring it
this
back.
the way you take whip up this CBIC today, where do you take and hear from CBIC
Because
now?
I heard it from the hotline that things are happening on the streets. So
Right.
we have to bring it back. May everybody hold themselves, hold their pockets, as Gigi would say.
See, shout out to some of the guys on my secondary school group chats because they're the ones who give me this, they give us this kind of updates. Sometimes the
Uh
conversation gets wild. And just like, how did we get here?
there's one guy that said so his name is Lucky Boy. He was doing
Right,
one streaming stuff with Kataifi. He was
right.
not telling Kelly Kataifi that
Oh my
for this
god.
Lucky 1.5 day, 1 M day. Say, just Kataifi now ask him that you which one you doing? Say no, nah, man, no, they pass 50K. Say 50K, no. Say go a hotel. Look for 50K. I'm like, God, these guys are
Go
so crazy.
where for a good hotel?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's an apart in a hotel that the price
Oh,
point is not that high.
on Sanusi actually at night.
Well,
Nobody should quote me, allegedly.
no, everybody no. If you don't, I think as an adult, if you don't know Lagos nightlife, then that's a red signal. I think you're one of the people they should send back to their state of origin. And if your
See,
state of
and
origin is Lagos, they should send you to like Ondo, all those far Yoruba land, Ekiti. It's far,
see,
far. Don't even come near or Yogu. Go inside, don't even enter Ondo self. Go Ekiti. Not Oshun, Ekiti. Maybe you and fire shade they enjoy.
but I want like just I've spent a couple of weeks on the mainland and
Yeah.
my family lives on the mainland. I don't want any like don't get it twisted as
Mainland is
well.
big,
All
oh,
right.
because me,
Yeah,
I did
it's
mainland. But
huge.
that your mainland different from our mainland.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Different roads. It's big, truly.
Hmm.
One thing I'll say is it's important to know the nightlife on Lagos Island and Lagos mainland if
Yes.
you live in
Are you talking about
Lagos.
the classic Lagos Island or the extensions such as Ikoyi, VI,
So I'm talking
Banana,
about the entire, so it's all encapsulating if I
Etiosa,
say Lagos
Etiosa?
Island. And see whether um Lagos Island, CMS,
Because that one.
Broad Street, all those places, whether it's that one or it is Ikoyi, Lekki, VI,
Hmm.
what like knowing where what Lagos Island and Lagos mainland at night and knowing how to navigate it is equally as in fact is more important.
Yeah, it's important as daytime working self.
Yes. In
Hmm.
fact, even that daytime working, you get some places there are rules of engagement
I
when
know they
you're
pass myself. I know they pass my own.
moving around Lagos. Which one be say
Yeah.
you know they pass yourself?
I know they anywhere I see say more the eyes don't look friendly. I just I
Hmm.
reverse.
See,
Thank you.
the way they take the waka for trade fair. No be the same way they use the way take the
Trust
waka
me.
for
I
like
have the gent.
Ikorodu.
I have the gentility of a tiger. I know the you go first scan. You go say, okay. You go enter what place now. You now be
Hmm.
explaining which color you are now. I don't get time. I'm black.
No,
I'm a black
like
man. That's my color, please.
I've I don't know what I mean. I like to sometimes listen. Let me not say I like to, but it's interesting to listen to how um being masculine and moving around, let me say Lagos looks like, right? You hear men like guys talk about being picked up, being harassed. I see videos online, especially guys who who are modern guys, maybe dreads, tattoos, nose rings, baggy clothes. I see, like, obviously, there's a stereotype
That
already.
one, you
Like,
and SARS and police, you are going to have a nice time on the road. Is that one show me there? He show
it's
me there.
ridiculous.
Or you drive Benz, Oga park, park, park,
Ah,
park, park, park,
hmm. Oh,
park.
you're a
But you
young
know
boy
the
and you
funny
drive a
thing?
Lexus.
This is
Tell
stupid thing
me.
in Lagos, right? So when
Mm-hmm.
you're on Admiralty, as if you're heading to Lekki Koito Gate, right?
Right.
You know, before the roundabout, there's a police
R-
checkpoint, there's standard.
right. Sometimes
Those
they
ones,
actually they are not there every time, Mom.
oh, okay. Let me and they go.
Sometimes. Okay.
When you get there, the
Mm-hmm.
tone of interrogation is like, Omo, if you slip up once here, we're going to fuck you guys up. It's like they're looking
Be
for something.
serious.
Then when you just turn to the left and you head to Lekki Koito bridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get down as if you really want to enter Ikoyi, get into body
Wait.
loan.
Where this checkpoint we're talking about, the first checkpoint we're talking about, is it the one close to the roundabout?
And that's what I said, the one close to the roundabout. Yes.
Right. Sorry.
Those ones are
I
very,
was thinking
those are
about the
very,
one leaving from the other gate. From the
no,
gate.
those ones are very, so the ones at the roundabout are very, very
Those guys have
ang-
stopped
angsty
me.
and God, they are so
Have they stopped you
annoying.
guys before? Have they stopped you before?
Plenty times.
Tell
You
me
just
a
be
story.
young man
Tell us
inside
a
the car.
story.
No, me, I'm pressed, so me, I don't give a fuck. I just flash the card. I don't have
Oh,
time.
let
I
me
don't
tell you.
deal. I don't deal with that
If
rubbish.
Shout out to a friend of mine. Shout out to Ari. Ari came to pick me at my house, and we're going to grab dinner in phase one. We now passed that roundabout. He used to drive an Acura then, right? Black Acura tinted.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys stopped us. That was the first time they ever stopped. I've never been stopped by them before. That was the first time. This was like maybe 3 years ago now, 2, 3 years ago. I'm not sure. No, it's more than 2 years. About 3, 4, maybe 3, 4 years ago now. They stopped us. Listen, they searched everything.
They go search now. They no send though.
What? Search, open this place, but like we were sure to be. He stood one place, I stood another place. We were looking at them before they would say something. But just being in that situation, apprehension nearly won't kill me. I say, eh? I started to even question
No.
myself that am I doing? Am I? What?
Me press
Crazy.
ID card. Once you flash it, that's like garlic to a vampire. They'll move back immediately. So guys, I'll get past. So back to my story, right?
Yes.
But once you turn to the left and you're on the Lekki Ikoyi toll gate bridge, right? And you
Mm-hmm.
head down, when you get down,
Yes, to the
there's
foot of the
another
bridge.
to the foot of the bridge, like you want to
Mm-hmm.
enter
Mm-hmm.
001's
Alex,
area. The police there are very courteous because they believe that anybody that's heading into Koyi, there are chances that you are the son of a rich person or the daughter of a rich person. It is
hmm.
very rare. See, police will stop us at that roundabout, though. But once you get to that toll gate, good evening, sir. Anything for the boys? No, okay, go.
And then you
Simple.
go.
Yeah,
I've never
just
thought
blaze off
about it like that.
fascism. Because they know that, more, if this person, they go Ikoyi, you don't know whether the guy know president or you know Sheyina or anybody.
Mm.
If he does call the deputy governor of Lagos State, which is going to be our next governor, he lives down there too.
Why do you give it as a statement of facts like
There's
this?
a statement. Ugochi, where have you been?
I thought
I
they
know
said it was
things.
alleged.
I know things which alleged. Baba's anointed him. Your next bro, governor is
I saw that.
Ramzat. Is
But they said
Hamzat.
his that this guy was suspended, or he's relieving, he's going off
I
his, what's the
can't, I
word?
can't, I can't,
You can
I
neither
can't
deny
divulge.
nor
Yeah, I can neither confirm or deny. But
right,
it's going to stay. But it's going to stay. But there are two things.
right.
Uh, he has fucked up, and
Of
that fuck
course
up
I
will be
fucked
clearly
up.
seen. Will be clearly seen in a year or so.
Right.
Probably after the election, he has fucked up. And there are
She will
forces,
not talk after. I want to hear. Oh.
and there are forces from the highest of the highest that want to kick him out. But
Right.
I think calmer heads have prevailed. So
Mm.
yeah, so our next governor is Hamzat. That's the thing. Is the play. That's the play. There's this and
I don't know.
there's no intrigue. There's no who's going. No, they don't talk. He has gone to go. He has gone to Aso Rock. Baba don't shake your hand. The
He
kingmakers in Lagos don't say. They
looks
don't
like a
shout
very
and
gentle guy, though, facially. I don't know. I
that.
don't know if it's just
Okay,
me.
maybe, God, let us know who will be the
If
kingmakers in
looks
Lagos.
could be as the mind
Yeah.
is.
Mhm. The kingmakers in Lagos have called him incoming. So Olu don't call and say the next governor. So nobody unopposed is unopposed to Wally. Simple as that. There's no, don't even distract yourself. That's the thing.
Hmm.
But anyway, like I said, so the vice governor, the vice deputy governor also lives there. So you don't want to take any risk and say, who are you? Something, something, something. It's not like in Ikeja. One strip of
Hmm.
road like this, 4 checkpoints.
Listen,
There's a there's a day,
aggressive checkpoint, so.
there's a day I was going to Ikeja in the night, around maybe around to 10.
Mm-hmm.
On one road, we had 3 checkpoints. When you turn left, like you want to go to African Shrine, another one
Mm-hmm.
was waiting for you. I'm like, bro, did you guys have any tip of that? Maybe there's a serial killer, a murderer somewhere. Once you are just young inside the car,
On the
park,
roofs.
park, 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 park. Ah,
And they'll shine the
Lagos
torch
night.
right through the
Yes, so
window. See, you'll be
and
afraid. You think you're actually about to be robbed.
the funny thing is that they don't sometimes they don't want to look as if they're profiling. So they'll go meet
Mm-hmm.
the driver first. Oga, open your boot. When they now finish dealing with
Exactly.
the driver, they know that it's not the
All of you
driver they
calm
are going
down.
for. They say, okay, you calm down, guy. Sometimes I calm down and I show them the card. Sometimes I don't even calm down. I just flash them the
Mm-mm.
card. Like, bro,
Says I
I see.
flashed them the card.
I show them the card. Sometimes I don't even greet them. I just show them. Some will not say, is it because you're press? Oh, God, this is press. Where does it concern you? Uh-huh.
So you're
But
probably covering one hot story, and this is the lead, and they're, what's the word now? They're interfering in, how they
there's
say
one
they talk
story.
on.
There's one story that Osage said. I think
Yes.
he was coming to work that day,
Shout out to
and I think they
Sage.
stopped him, or maybe he beat. I don't know. Something happened.
Mm-hmm.
So there was already a van. You know that? Hey, I think it's that law school van. You know, after
Mm-hmm.
law school, that way of
Mm-hmm.
Konola side, there's a van that's always there. They now stopped
Right.
him. He now just said, "Excuse me, sir. Um, I am attached to the media team of the governor of Lagos. He's meant to have an appearance somewhere on the island. Look at my press card. Look at everything. I am there, right? If I'm not there, there'll be serious consequences." They say, okay, they go. That's the benefit of being press. If you're not press in Nigeria, they go show you pepe. Man
See,
no, woman no. They don't send.
I feel like we've touched a couple of things that we definitely should need to go in and expand more on. Two
Yeah.
off the top of my head currently is the legitimacy of working in today's Nigeria as a young person. I don't know if that's the right heading I want to use for it, but like, what's the safety, what's the climate, what's
I don't know the climate too, because me, I know they work like that too.
so yeah, you don't move around like that, but we see videos online. I'm outside sometimes, and I listen to other people also tell me about their outside stories,
Oh,
male and female.
they say extort young people, but it's not as prevalent as it was.
Are you sure though?
Or
Or
maybe they are
what
coding it.
POV is this?
Or maybe it's just the ones I'm saying in Lagos. That's what I'm saying. It could be done outside of Lagos. I don't know.
Omo,
But
even in Lagos, see that mailto stretch. So I watched this video online of these young guys who, in fact, they want, you know what? I'm going to on I'll go on TikTok and I'll look for those videos and I'll share it to you. I hope, please, just if I forget, remind me. But I'll look for those videos and I'll share it to you. Like young guys, I don't know. Well, obviously they didn't talk about in the video about what they do, but because of just the way they were dressed and the way they looked, The police, if you know the flyover bridge that leads into the train station at Mountain, they stopped them there.
That's the video I
And
saw. That's what I'm saying. That
that
there have been
one,
recent cases. Yeah, that's the one I saw.
exactly. And I've been seeing like more, even like people's personal experiences, friends, brothers, talking about different, because of my hair, or one thing, because we're looking, they will stop you, they will harass you, they will want to. And I'm just like, everyone, listen, when girls are also going through it.
Everybody goes
I
to
don't
this now.
exactly.
Everybody,
And
everybody.
this now even goes beyond, because now there's a level of creativity in Lagos that the police is also, or we in general have not come to accept as a people, right? People are dressed more creatively and expressively. And if we're going to be profiling people, what's that profile supposed to be looking like now?
It's the
Because,
same problem. If you show any tattoo, please calm down.
but
Dreadlocks,
that's
calm down.
crazy, because
Piercing, calm down.
you have CEOs, you have founders, you have people of importance in the world today,
See,
in the
Ugochi,
Lagos
other one.
ecosystem,
Ugochi,
that
all this one, yeah.
have
Other one, yeah.
tattoos.
Other one, yeah, talking. So, it's also, they are also very, how will I put it now? Very picky in the kind of
Mm,
cars they stop. They know the cars to stop. So if you are driving a Benz, mostly S class, or a certain
mm,
kind of Jeep, they're going to
mm.
stop you. If you are driving a latest G class, there are chances that they'll let you pass because they'll profile you and say, "Oh, this one is upper echelon, so let's not fuck with this person." There's some cars they'll just say, but there's some cars they see that is almost park straight. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. Nigerian police has not evolved past their what we know them for. They've not, and it's the means of their livelihood because that's how they make money. They're not being paid, and that money is
Omo.
distributed around the whole system in their what's it called, in their police station. So if they don't do that, they don't feed. Last.
See, I want to agree with you and say it's about the cars, but I promise you that it even goes beyond the cars sometimes. It even goes down to the appearance, right?
Oh, somebody told me a trick now. A married man. He
Mm-hmm.
said the reason why that when police stop him and they don't look at his car, they look at his car, is that he has purposely designed his car, the interior of his car, to signal that he's a 9 to 5 average working
What does that
Nigerian
look like?
who is not colorful. So
What does that mean?
let me
So what's a
explain now.
colorful interior of a car going to
Not
be?
colorful interior, in colorful as a person, like no tattoos, no earring and everything. This guy just look normal. So on his what's it called now? He hangs his ID card on his rev, the mirror that is, right in front of him. He hangs it there to
Right.
let them know that he's a working person.
Right.
Second, he has church stickers, like 2 or 3
That is
pasted.
crazy.
Then the third one, he has a baby, what they call the baby seats. I
Baby
don't know what it's
seats,
called.
yeah.
At the back.
Car
So
seats.
already,
Mm-hmm.
you already say, Oga, I leave a place of my own see. I am ordinary and dry as it is. It doesn't work all the time. Because look at that lawyer they shot
Right.
on the 1st of January.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
But for him, he said that is his own MO and it has worked well for him. At least 95% pass rates. Mm-hmm.
It's just like when babes, like my friends also say that, oh, you should wear a ring as a woman when you drive so that when police stops you, they'll give you some respect.
It's
Um,
kind of possible. I don't. I've not heard of that, but it's
yeah,
very
no,
possible. It's Nigerian police.
POV now. Every part of speaking from perspective, right? It's also that thing where if you are driving in a car with a female, sometimes it's helpful to be like a little before me, especially if the male who is driving, say whatever the situation is, just especially if the man that is driving, you should be
Uh,
like a little lovey-dovey so that it's like, oh, you guys are in a relationship or
that one
husband
really work.
wife type thing.
If now these boys really dress like hip hop artists, I can't carry AS
Mm.
by the side. You go park straight one time.
See,
Park. No get time for anything. Who
my
are
birthday
you?
last year,
Identify
that
yourself, sir.
that club experience that you did not come for and you never responded to the invitation.
I can't remember this
Um,
club experience. Let's keep it
I
moving.
my birthday last year, I invited you. You did not
I can't
respond.
see. I can't remember what you're
I'll go
saying.
and mean it on that message
See,
so that you can
no,
see
no.
it.
All things that was last. All things are past.
I'm
Is
going
that
to
what you
mean
did?
it there.
Is that what you prayed for on 31st of December? No.
That is, I did
So
see,
please,
but
let's keep
exactly.
it moving.
However,
Let's keep it moving.
I just wanted you to remember the thing I'm talking about,
The
right?
Lord remembers everything. Don't worry. Let's just keep it moving.
Right. So that night when we were heading to the club, there's this police checkpoint on Admiralty Way when you're coming from Freedom Way heading towards the Lekki Koyi Link Bridge. There's just right there in front of Lighthouse. There's this checkpoint right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of us were all dressed up, ready to go to the club. My friend was driving. He lives in Luxembourg and he came to Nigeria. I was sitting in front. Then my friend, shout out to Somto, and my elder brother were sitting at the back, and we're all heading to the club. Right, it Benz. I can't remember I'll check the model of the Benz, but yeah, it was a Benz, right? So we got to the checkpoint, and when we get approaching the checkpoint, he was like, "They're going to stop us." He was
You
like
sure
a
now?
little jittery, and not jittery. I wouldn't say he was jittery. He was just like, "Oh God, these guys are going to stop us." Now they stopped us. Literally every checkpoint that we got to on that road, they stopped us
You are
away
looking
from
for money now.
you know what I mean? And how else would you want to prove that this person is a tech bro, this person is a consultant, this person is a sales manager, this person is a forex bro? Everybody's doing one thing or the other. And at that point, with somebody wearing dreads and another person fully made up, another person fully like this, everybody's just on their own thing, and they stop you and you're trying to explain in that point, and they're not listening. No, these guys are brutal. They're like, papers this one, that. They're checking. It reminds me they tell us everybody say me will come down from that motor. But like we're
Mm-hmm.
just like we're going out for it wasn't even too late then. This was like maybe 11, 12. This was past
Mm-hmm.
11 to 12. So it wasn't even so late then. And the check-in was on another level. And I'm like, I have passed this road at different times on with different or even in an Uber. In fact, best way to move around late at night on the island is just best sometimes just being an Uber, I'll be honest.
Not for me.
Almost
Oh.
times.
They go hold me. Nothing, nothing. Say,
You know
excuse me,
that
sir.
you went to go and asking, why do you Baba you look like a dangerous
I'm not wearing
fellow.
jewelry again.
You
Ah,
understand?
no.
You
Sir,
look
sir.
like a dangerous fellow with your
May we
beard.
know you. May we know
Do you
you, sir.
understand? You look like a dangerous fellow. They're like, this person, let's stop him. But yeah, it's ridiculous what that profiling looks like and what that reality is like for the young millennial or Gen Z Nigerian who's moving around Lagos, either at nighttime or daytime, whatever it is, what that looks like for them. I was around Lasso recently and I saw this girl looking very gothic. And I'm like appreciating her bravery because this is Yanoba bus stop and you are looking like this without fear of. And I don't know what her day was like, but for me, just doing that in such an area, I don't know what that looks like for because I didn't school in Lagos, so I can't even tell what's the reality is like for someone who's living their lives genuinely in that part of Lagos in terms of uni. I don't know what that looks like for them, right? But I mean, just understanding Lagos and maybe do a bit of research. And this research is not online. Ask people about areas that you want to go and visit or see is also very important. If you've never been there, ask questions. Like everywhere has its own rules that guide either daytime
Mm.
or nighttime. And this is not to inspire fear or say, oh, it's just for you to when they say you should be street smart or you should know some you need to be street smart to live in Lagos. Let's pin it there. Yeah, you
Oh,
need to be street
definitely.
smart to live in
Definitely.
Lagos.
Definitely.
The second thing that I wanted us to also just go back into is this housing construction thing. Um,
Oh, those prisons they build.
yes. I am I was watching a video some on TikTok recently where the lady was talking about justice for mud houses, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day, even up my dad's house in the village is also a mixture of cement and mud. So
Mm-hmm.
I could relate to what this person was talking about, right?
Yeah.
It was built with a mixture of cement and mud. And just moving around Nigeria, in different parts of Nigeria, you still see some mud houses still standing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And in places like Benin, for instance, the some of their chiefs still have mud houses, and they are right in the Benin city, you know. And
Yes.
of course, because they are people of the red soil, it only makes sense. And
Mm-hmm.
the lady was talking, and she was saying, when did we completely transition from that mixture? First of all, leaving mud houses completely when there was nothing wrong with it all. I mean, a structural, maybe what's the word, structural modifications are accepted, right? However, when did we stop using mud in general to build houses in sub-Sahara, in this part of the world, right? In this, in West Africa, even, or in Lagos, in Nigeria? When did we stop doing that and go fully into using just cement?
So
And why are we not exploring
there is a
returning
vibe.
to that? Mm-hmm.
Well, it's
Okay.
viable, right? But I don't know
Mm-hmm.
where this woman is based. If
Mm-hmm.
she's thinking about it in townships,
Right.
it's very practical. It's
Mm-hmm.
very practical. If it is in cities, it's not practical.
Tell me why it's
If
not
it is
practical in cities.
because in a city like Lagos, you have to work with land that is very scarce, right? When you are building mud houses, you can do that in very sparse areas that isn't how will I put it now? That isn't that doesn't see that doesn't have to deal with the issue of space, right? Even the way we build houses in Lagos
Hmm.
is wrong. The way we should build most houses in Lagos is is vertically, not horizontally.
Mm.
But that's another discussion for another day because Nigerians, Lagosians, and Lagos politics, we don't have sense. So,
Why do we need to build houses vertically and not horizontally?
so to save space, that's what you
Oh,
do.
right. That's what you mean. Oh, okay. Okay, okay.
Cramped cities
Yes,
where
yes.
space is a
But that's
premium.
what's happening now.
Where oh,
On
that's
the
but there's still
island,
plenty. That's island
everybody's
now.
doing something towering into the air.
Yes, but that's island now, and I'm still bet, and a lot of people are still doing all those very unnecessary long garden estates that there's no hint of tree or vegetation in those estates. They'll call it first of all, they say it's something garden. You now go there, it's just sun. They'll now spread the house like this. The way majority of the housing should be in Lagos, it should look something like 1004 estates.
Mhm.
That is the way it should look. That's what should have populated a lot of the places in Lagos. Now, of course, there will not be settlements or estates or living areas
But
where
is that good for us though?
no, so you
Just
separate, you
pulling it
balance
back
it.
to us to
No,
it.
you balance it.
Is
Because
that good for us as a city? As a
no, that's what
like
I'm saying, that you have to
mhm,
balance it. If you do that, like all those high-rise estates, you now have to
right,
do the ones that are now what do you call them? Horizontal,
right.
proper spacing, and but this thing has to be done with careful planning, right?
Mm,
You have to take a lot of things into consideration: size of the family, the
mm,
medium income of each family, and know where to properly put them and say, oh, this is your space and this is your space. Obviously, there are some families when they begin to grow from 2 to 3 to 4, it doesn't make sense to put them in an apartment, high-rise
mm,
apartment. You now have to put them in all those estates that are very opened, luscious, and everything. There's a way you would do it, definitely.
mm.
But the problem with Lagos is that on one street you see high-rise building. The street, the house next to it can carry 10 acres. Then another street again will not be like face me and face you. The other house will not have any. You now will not even have
Right,
fence. Then you now see
right.
another long building again. You will not see. You will not be like. So people that study urban region and planning, urban planning and urban and
Urban and regional
regional
planning.
planning, is it that they don't have work to do? Because this place is a
Or
mess.
land
You know,
surveyor.
yeah. You look at this place and like, what was the thought? behind this area. And you know that at this point, Lagos State has just left people to do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching a video in Tokyo, right? There are places, there are estates where you cannot build, everything is just a bungalow. You cannot build above it.
Yes.
And that place is so strict that
100%.
there are certain colors that you even have to paint your house. It's not as if one person will
Yes.
not come and I say no. And every home will have a garden, and that garden has to be maintained. You cannot build on that garden. Because they know that as a family, you need that space. You need that place. You need that place for well-being. Definitely, and
This
all
thing
that.
we're talking about
You
is
can't
not
even raise
rocket
your
science.
you can't even raise the volume of your TV or your sound system below. The association will come meet you say, "Oh God, what is happening?" You can't build your fence higher than what has already been
Mm-hmm.
said that this is the highest any fence can go. That way, even the whole cross ventilation, breeze will be flowing everywhere. I remember
Very true.
my mom's place when we first moved in. Our neighbors only had it was a big land, but they only had
Mm-hmm.
one bungalow.
Mm-hmm.
So at night it's very cold. We didn't even need to
Mm.
switch on our fan. One day decided to now build a another house in that plot of land. They now covered our own house. Come and see heat.
I'm telling you.
Destroy the ventilation. You can't do, you see on some streets, you see one story, you see two story, you see one story, you see two story, you see boys' quarters, you see shed. And you'll not be like, is this a city where there's a governor?
There are
Is
no
this a city
rules.
where there's a ministry of environment today? But they're forcing us to do environmental sanitation in 2026. Lagos
Oh,
State.
6:30 to 8:30.
See,
They were brutal, oh, that day.
of course, you see now, you
They
know,
were
in
so
Nigeria,
brutal.
it's first store. You know when you do top speed, first store. See, you watch it by December. Nobody's
See,
I've
but
been in
Lagos
Lagos all
State
my life.
has, but here's the thing,
I've been,
Ayo. Lagos State
mhm.
has an environmental sanitation day apportioned to, like, so that's what
For
annoys me
businesses.
about
Yeah.
the, see, for business, for markets, for business,
Yeah, that is businesses and markets.
there is general sanitation and there is the market sanitation
But do you know why it doesn't work? No, do you know why they keep
because
doing this?
nobody
It
is
doesn't work.
enforcing it.
No, it's not that I'm enforcing it. The issue in Lagos is not cleaning your street or anything. It's where how it will not be carried away. That is the problem. The second
Waste
problem
disposal.
is where people dispose of their waste in illegal places.
Yeah.
Arrest
Currently.
people. Yes, arrest people who are disposing of their waste on major roads at bus stops. Those are the issues. Don't come to my own street that has gates or
At
this thing
roundabouts.
and now come and tell me that we should be doing sanitation. There's no problem with sanitation. Highest you can,
Well,
what
we
I
throw
see
it.
that is wrong, what I see is wrong in many estates is that in
We'll
front
dispose
of
of it.
in front of like homes and houses, right? There are not enough and proper waste bins
Waste.
for
Yep.
disposal.
Yep. Yep.
Some houses
But do
only
you
have
know,
one,
Ayo, should I
and
tell you
that one self.
something?
Sorry, wait, I'm coming. That one is like Gorodome that used to put minerals and alcohol at wedding.
That is the fault of the residents of that house
Yes,
because
that's what I'm
Lagos
saying.
State
Yes,
waste management has to
yes.
see. That's what I'm saying. Enforcement is it's not that the law does not exist. The problem is
See,
that they are not
Nigeria's problem is not
consistently
law.
enforcing.
So that's what I'm saying. That don't force people to now be doing environmental. Go every two or three days into the streets and ensure that, excuse me, why is your refuse in front of your house like this? Is everything overspilling? You people even need 3 or 4, and let there be a standardized waste bin. There's a standardized waste bin. Those black or green ones. Some people don't even have waste bin in front of their house. They just carry nylon and put all their rubbish there, and it's not turn into a heap. That one is the problem. That one is
My
the
hand,
problem. But yeah,
my hand is up. But
sorry.
finish your train of thought. But my
Then
hand is up.
the one that you see refuse on the express, abba, bro. That one, that was not a problem of environmental sanitation. That one is you do vigilante there. Anybody you see throw this thing, you shoot a leg first before you talk. Shoot her
and
for
the ones
cause
and
first.
the ones that dig out the gutter and leave it by the roadside. I don't.
Hey,
What's the proper mo for that idea? Because the thought is good, the execution is great.
see,
However, the
that is
completion
another
is
thing again.
poor,
So when you say, oh,
non-existent.
another thing that Lagos government will tell you that, oh, during rainy season, people pour refuse into the gutters and it
Why would
fills
they
up.
not?
See, the answer
Not
is
to.
simple. It's just that I'm very sorry. We are being led by donkeys in this part of the world. Insane societies, they cover the gutter. So there's no issue of people throwing anything inside gutter. They cover the gutters already. When at least when we watch a Igbo film, you don't see gutter where they open. Have you seen any Hollywood film where person police are gutter?
Open gutter,
No.
oh, a health hazard, a
Yeah,
health and
you not say
safety hazard.
and you not say
By
people
the
should not
way,
pee there, they should not throw things there. Cover out the gutters first. Do that one first. Then anybody that even tries to lift off a slab from the gutter, that one it cannot be firing squad. So when you
see,
now say environmental that we're doing as students, that Lagos are left, they brought it back again. That cannot in 2026. So that's not a progressive answer to this issue. I'm sorry. Someone who please just be going. And you have less than a year, just be going. Just a go
it has.
party.
It's already. I think this telling him to go now is counterproductive because why? He's already
No,
his tenure
because you
is
are
already
annoyed. No,
done.
that one. I know
His
why.
tenure is also already done. He don't do
No,
8 years. 80 again.
his sin requires a punishment. So that's why I know that they're telling him to roll but they're begging on his behalf that bro, just
But
it's
see, that's
almost
what I'm saying. Has he not done? I mean, how many years has he been in office? Not 7 years now.
7 years now. Yes. No,
So even whether he shit for church or he no shit for the cocoa be say he don't do the full thing, no, and it's
no, you never
okay.
do.
Like
No. There's
okay,
a reason I can't tell you why they can't kick him out. There's a political reason also that's going to affect a lot of things. I'll tell you later. He has to do
okay.
the 8 year. He has to do that 8 years complete
He will
because
do it. Evidently going to do it.
yeah, because he go cause wahala in the next 4 years. And that one, people who don't see and say, no, we're not going to accept that. So just alarm. He doesn't even need to be involved in the day-to-day anymore. But maybe Baba just they go vacation, they go. Yeah. If you need that for any state appearance, maybe they do in state appearance. But say he go to stress himself. Baba can be at home for 2 weeks, no go allow sir. Just they enjoy, they like yes.
He'll
Um,
probably be so happy at that because
Person wants
the
soft
man
bread
has really
somewhere.
gone through a lot.
What has he
This
gone through?
is
Me too, I've gone through a
he
lot.
has been dragged and he
Me
shall
too, I've
still
been
be dragged
dragged.
forever and ever and ever. I'm
Me, I
sure.
too, I've
No,
been dragged.
I'm saying like switching, thinking of how he'll be if he has truly if he gets a break for 2 weeks. I'm sure he'll be
No, this person is
ecstatic.
getting a break. No, this person doesn't give a break. What now is remaining? Right now, political season is not governance anymore. Now it's campaigning. Everybody, they say Tinubu don't pick form already. So it's a go time. Anybody that is still doing work, any politician that is still going
I've
to
not seen
office,
any. I've only been seeing posters, so
mm,
I don't know what's going on.
don't worry. You know they the caucus. That's the problem. Things they happen. Nigeria, now they share Nigeria already.
Jesus.
All
Which
the
day will
permutation,
Africa rests and
all the
Nigeria
permutation,
rests?
they don't set up for ground like this. This is election
They've
time.
set
Anything
it
you see,
since.
they set it by February, March. They don't do it. They don't
That's
do.
the only thing they plan ahead of in this
So
country.
yes, now. So now just
Election.
roll out. They roll out. You people go just say, oh, you don't everything don't enter. Boys we don't collect money, don't collect money. Everybody don't day. Everybody don't day. Everybody don't know who they are alive for. Simple as that.
See, that's the only project in Nigeria that has a clear goal
Oh, no,
and they plan
it's well oiled. It's
properly,
well oiled.
strategically
And
towards.
that and that's the thing that you have to look. A lot of people just laugh at Tinubu is an old man. Tinubu is a fucking master strategist. Where your eye never reach, yeah, I don't calculate all the permutation
Wait,
they
I
there.
beg go just before you continue with this Tinubu talk now, make because Nigerians they hot right
Oh,
now. Even though we they hot, we know they always back
I
and
will
up,
tell
but
like I
people
told
are
them
hot. No, they
like
talk that strategy right now
like I
because
like I
since
told them four
Sagwan,
years ago. Like I told them
the
4 years ago. I remember on this podcast when somebody asked me, "Oh, who do you think is going to win?" I said, "If Tinubu wins APC primary, nobody's going to stop that man." And he enter, be no enter. Now he's like Thanos. You don't get all the O ring. It's all
hmm,
bro. Bro. The
me
beating, the
what I'm going
beating.
to say.
Because this is a madman. They beat. The beating go too much. You now go see Ojoro like this. And I know if you call her Ojoro. You go just shock you. The peace of the Lord will just descend on you. I will just be quiet. To the tent of Israel. Now it go happen.
The truth is that Nigerians will not see it happened before and it will happen like it's see, I don't want to even say terrible things just
No,
rain around me. But
the
here's
last
the thing.
election tried.
At
No,
some
Nigerians tried
point,
the last election. Let's give it
exactly.
to them. We
And we
tried.
cannot burn off momentum now,
More
unfortunately.
when they Ugochi,
Anything can happen. That's
when
what
they
me I'm
increase
gonna say.
when they go
Anything
first
can
when
happen.
they first increase inflation for you, increase fuel price, increase
See,
education fees, everything. Your body before you even think of saying you want to think of politics, your survival instinct first of all is on hyper drive. You're not thinking of
Omo,
anything apart
my
to survive.
politics is my survival instinct.
See,
That's
you're
the part
making
that we are
Ugochi,
not communicating clearly, Ayo. And I don't want
Ugochi,
us to be saying louding
see.
that on the
Okay, I won't
yes,
loud
I
it,
understand that.
but
No, I understand that I understand that, yes, we can behave nonchalant, say, oh, it doesn't concern me, I can, whoever wins, wins. But guess what? Whoever sits on that seat determines the way you live and how more stressful
Did
or
you listen to?
successful your
But
tell
did you
me.
listen to the? So you need to listen to Loose Talk, the last one.
Okay,
Osage's
this
brother
okay.
is a big finance bro. He's into finance.
Oh,
People that have
fantastic.
people that have like $1 million and above. He helps them invest
Mm-hmm.
their money, grow their
Mm-hmm.
portfolio and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He said something that in terms of big business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Capitalism, Tinubu has opened the economy for those he wants to open the economy for.
100%.
Now, if you look at the index is mad. That the
Yep.
index is very, very good. The
Yep.
problem that Tinubu has, which a lot of Nigerian politicians have, is that they're not people conscious. They don't have a people, how will I put it now?
A mass
That
mentality
they
or a
do
people mentality, because
they
that's
don't
those
have
are two different
no,
things.
they don't have a people-centered mentality.
People
So what
centered or mass centered
it's the same
mentality.
thing. No, so for me, it's the same I'm trying to say. So when they are
But
doing their big business meetings, right? They're not thinking
those are the
of
people they care about. That's what I'm saying. Is it a people or mass centered? Because they
so when I'm
they
saying
care
people,
about
I'm
their
saying
people.
mass. No, when I'm saying people,
Oh,
the people of
right,
the
right,
Nigeria is
right,
masses,
right.
right? So
Okay,
when they are doing
okay.
all these permutations, they're not asking themselves,
Of course
how can we
not.
bo- how can we burden the poverty of the poor man, right? Or the responsibilities. Now, and I keep saying this on the podcast, I've said it everywhere. Not to be a devil's advocate, the amount of allocation that has been received by governors and local government chairman has doubled, maybe even
Mm-hmm.
tripled. It's insane what these guys are collecting.
Mm-hmm.
But because Nigerians are focused on numero uno,
Presidency. Mm-hmm.
nobody's asking their local government chairman, Oga, we are allowed to do enter Alpha.
Mm,
Nobody's asking their governor, Ogbeni Alpha.
100%.
So everybody, so first of all, governance in this country, the illiteracy that a lot of Nigerians are illiterate when it comes to governance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
breakdown of the structure, we don't know what is what. All we know is that anytime we see Tinubu on the television, we abuse his mother, we abuse his father, because we're not in the caucus. We're not in the big boys making the big mullah at the end of the day. The money is not reaching us. There's a reason why a lot of the business moguls in Nigeria are more than pro Tinubu, because they look at their bank statement and like, bro, money is moving. I don't know what you people are saying. But the
But that's
Talika,
politics all over the world, for real though.
no, no,
The
I've always
see
said,
the
wait, let me
the
land.
wealthy will
Let me
always
land.
be
Let me land.
concerned about the wealthy. That's what I like.
No, let me land.
That's why I always
Insane.
say, I'm going
No,
to
let me
let you
land
finish,
first.
but I'm going to insert this. That's why I always say everything is not for everybody. And we have not perfected what is for everybody. That's the truth.
Okay.
That's the problem we have in this country. Bam. Now, continue
So
what you were saying.
I'll revert to what I was trying to say.
Yes,
In
please.
countries where there's prosperity for in the economy for capitalism and pushing for capitalism, right? There's
What does
also
prosperity look like?
another times no for capitalism for the economy. So like the big players in the economy, they're making mullah. Example is the Middle East, the oil boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Minus Iran and all those people. Even Iran self, they try. They know that, oh, the more prosperous we are, that prosperity also needs to translate to our people too, right? If you check the Middle East,
Mm,
tax is not, they don't tax their people. If you look at every indicator of prosperity in a nation, the Middle East is way above Nigeria. Way above Nigeria. There are also countries in Europe that practice capitalism with a form of socialism, where every child must be educated. They don't want to know. If your child misses school in a number of days, the state will take your child from you. They don't want to hear. Because they know that 30 years from now, 20 years from now, that child will be a liability. That child will be a burden on the society, and they don't want that. So it goes down. It must spread. The problem with Nigeria is that God punishes everybody, father. I don't care if there are 20 million out of school children in Nigeria, they can go and perish. Look at
you
what happened
see,
in Lekki. Sorry, see what happened in Lekki, where people are driving expensive cars and boys on the streets are throwing stones at them, trying to stop them to give them money. Look at Mavo. Mavo was assaulted.
oh
He
really?
was
I
driving
didn't
his
see
car.
that.
Yeah, they used stone to break his windscreen.
Trying to beg him for money or trying to rob him.
So it's not even begging now, it's harassing. They're trying to tax you for
Hmm.
money. Now, if we had sense in this country, 20 or 30 years ago, a politician would have said, let's take care of what these children will see on the streets. They must go back to school, have a vacation, must be productive. But nobody gives a fuck in this country at the end of the day. So that is where we are. And that
I
is
want to
why,
raise my hand. Yeah, they take the
sorry,
reason.
that is why Agberos will continue to, you will like cry.
Yes.
Your new governor of Lagos, the one that's incoming, he said it 8 years ago that Agberos are our cousins, they are our family members. We cannot do anything about them. It is
Agberos are
clear.
the strategy. I don't
Mhm.
know.
And again,
Now,
they are the full soldiers. Because when they slap person at a polling booth, it's not Ugochi that go to slap somebody. Because they don't have Ugochi's money
per
to
my
slap
medic,
somebody.
my money needs to be looking good. I don't want
And
to do
again,
that.
Ugochi doesn't even have the hand to slap somebody. Because he slaps somebody, they slap her
I
back.
no, I've slapped people.
Eh, eh.
I've
As
slapped people.
as polling booths say, why are you voting?
No,
Why? No, no. You
never
don't even
do.
your voice doesn't have the base, it doesn't have the tenor.
Listen, these are
it
the
doesn't have
issues.
it
These
doesn't
are the
have the paraga.
challenges.
It's not sandpaper. They've not sandpapered your voice. So you need those boys to be the full soldiers,
And
which
your
they are
man
getting
is
ready
raised
for.
up. Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm coming. Episode
No,
Loma,
keep
I started,
going.
Episode Loma started giving speeches. He done a letter on a note now. And she
They
normal.
whine.
He say not this one is not the close call as last year, 8 years, 4 years ago. If anybody
This.
do, we'll break ballot box on the head, PVC, everything. In the north, in the north is even worse, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
education is access to education is low, safe. It's almost this thing. And they have the richest politicians. Now, these boys that don't go to school, it's very easy to manipulate their minds and tell them to enter terrorism. And that's why there's a big terrorism issue in the north. Because if you are working, Ugochi, if you are working, let's say, imagine you are in the north now and you are working
Mm-hmm.
every day. Maybe you're a farmer, or your farm is
Mm-hmm.
producing millions in profit every year, right? With just your own small farm and everything, you are trading. Can somebody come and tell you, excuse me, ma, please, we need you to start carrying bomb and be throwing it everywhere in certain areas in the north? It's like that, because employment is even a little bit higher in the south. Can you
Mm-hmm.
imagine terrorism? A terrorist going to like Anambra or Uyo or Oka saying, please, we want you to join our terrorist unit. Boys where they hustle for boys where they hustle for streets, where they
Osaya.
see money, where they see money. But when you are there, there's no money. Your farmlands have been burnt. You've not been to your farmlands in 7 years. You were even kidnapped, and they put a gun in front of you, you know, laced you with some kind of hallucinogenics and drugs. Of course, you go carry gun at the end of the day. But see, and this is unfortunate because I said I won't speak about Nigeria. But Gochi is the
How
person
will you
that's
know?
always
Speak
is
about
always involved.
Nigerians.
Gochi is the
Blame
one
it.
that's
Put the
always
blame on
it's
me.
always she's always using Kukere, women wilds, feminine
No.
wilds.
But tell me, this is 2, 3, 4 essential number one. Secondly, you and I are living this. See, sometimes, guys, we don't
We
record
can
because there is no lights and there is
we
no
can
light. Nobody has strength to buy fuel to charge laptop with.
we can talk about that, like the quality of shaman across Lagos. That is a correct topic,
No, that one,
not
you know, guess
politics.
what? Because that's the versatility of this podcast. The
I
vibes
don't
can
see.
take you
I don't.
anywhere.
When it comes to politics, I they talk. See, the thing they pay me. That's why. Because left to
I,
me at this
your
point,
mind is up. Oh. I want
sorry,
to say
yeah,
something.
it's part of gymming. You never go gymming anywhere. So part,
I
yeah,
have not
yeah.
actually. This shots where you fire, I don't know if I deserve them, but okay, I take
Mhm.
it my choice.
You
Very
go, you
soon,
go,
I'm gonna
you do
go back to the gym, guys.
you do marathon, but you no go gym. Okay,
No, I
please
take walks.
talk.
I take walks every other day. I'm right
Yeah,
now even doing a challenge.
walks are the most effective form of exercise,
Listen, move your
and the
body. That's what
freest,
matters.
and the freest too.
Exactly.
Mhm.
You know,
What
I
do you
take
want to say?
walks every day. But here's what I want to say. I've said it a couple of times. I just contributing to this conversation that we are having. I would neither but currently in fact my perspective on politics in Nigeria is never here or there because I believe
You are
I
sitting on the
believe I
fence.
have no, I'm that's not it. I have my own opinion. So when I listen to other people, it's not to say, oh, that is wrong or this is right. I hear, or when I listen to opinions, I hear what everyone has to say, and I try to um bring to fore my own thoughts about it. Since democracy came into Nigeria, and I beg to be corrected, it has held its form through brute force. It has held its form through brute force, not on the tenets of a democracy. When you were breaking something down, you were talking about economic systems of some parts of Europe, that there's capitalist and there's a socialist system. Yes. And I always say on this podcast that we practice democracy, but not in its truest form. This is the poorest form of
Sorry, let me
democracy.
just interject. Let me interject. Sorry. Apart from
When I
so
want to
people that
do,
are
when
listening,
you're talking on, I'm going to internet. All the
sorry, just
AOT2 lovers, if you people come for me,
just
I'll cut your neck.
just for history's sake, Nigeria has also
Mm-hmm.
done socialism and done
Mm-hmm.
dictatorship. As a matter of fact,
Exactly.
Nigeria is one of the few countries that has failed in every form of government because we are wicked people.
Yes.
But moving on,
No, no. Do you know what? I agree with you that we are wicked, but most importantly, we are stupid because
yeah,
it's
stupid
if you have
entitled.
tried, if you have, I think that one of the most critical ways for a person to ask who am is one of the most critical ways to live is for a person to ask who am I and why am I here, right? I think that we will need to get to a point where as Nigerians we need to stop looking outward for the solution and look inward for the solution. We are in constant comparison with world systems that
Sorry,
are
but if
obviously.
if the inward is like Olodo now, it's like Olodo. You're saying
Mhm.
Olodo should look inward. It's going to be 0/10.
So here's the thing. I don't believe that everybody is an Olodo. And I don't believe that we'll continue to have Olodos ruling. You know what? And anybody can believe whatever they want. I'm fine with that. Doesn't mean that because you have an opinion, mine cannot exist. And I say this to especially those people who are always like, oh, what you do? As you take Basaram or to Oshi Basaram, it doesn't have anything to do with you. Anyhow, you want to believe your own thing, that's fine, right? But here's my own POV. Ugochi is a girl. Growing up, Ugochi likes to sing. However, Ugochi knows that her voice is not the best for singing. Ugochi has tried in different ways to try to make her voice sound like Celine Dion, but it did not enter. What does Ugochi then do? Does she give up on singing altogether or find her a way to work with what she has been given and maybe look for something else? Maybe she should try jingles. Maybe she should try other forms of creative expression that has to do with voice that works in line with what it is that she wants to do or that works in line with the gift that she has that makes her superior in whatever field or in whatever form she decides to execute that thing. So I do not speak to the Nigeria of today when I speak this. I'm saying this to whatever broader mind, whatever saner mind that eventually comes to be in Nigeria. One person is all you need to change all this.
One
First,
man that will change the
yes,
world.
the mentality that we are currently dealing with.
Comfort.
See, we're a multicultural country forced
Mm,
to be together without our permission, without clearly defined terms of how we
look at
want to
that.
live. And world again, countries that have come to be in that same way have come to a point, a standstill, a still point where they say, okay, enough is enough. How do we want to see where everyone is represented moving forward and we respect this continuously every day? If we say we want to practice democracy, we must then look inward to see how best to tailor, shape to fit that democracy, to fit who we are as people. You cannot hate yourself into being better. I always say it. Every time I want to talk about Nigeria, I'll talk about it in so many downs, downs, downs. Yes, okay, fine. However, how much of ourselves do we truly know to be able to give such authoritative and authentic feedback to say, oh, this is a damn thing? There's some people in some remote areas. I was at a child dedication some weeks ago. Shout out to Cyril and his wife. And we sat there. Nigeria is always a hot topic. It's one of those topics that if you bring up anywhere, even on in the bus, people are going to pick up that conversation, right?
That's why I carry my earphones around.
Mommy, I like you to hear because you need to hear what the average Nigerian is thinking. You need
I've
to hear
heard,
what
I've
people are
heard what
thinking.
I've
Oh,
heard, I've heard. In my own area, I know
okay.
what the average man is thinking, and it's APC 2027. So there's
You
no
see,
point for me. Mhm.
and so one of the aunties that I sat with, shout out to Auntie Oni. She was, once we started talking about Nigeria politics, everybody's agitated. What's going to happen next? She had brought up the thought that she had brought up a point that all her siblings are abroad. She's the only one who's in Nigeria, and
Yeah.
if whatever happens, like skedaddle out of here. And I'm like, right, but you are too pained. You sound so pained when you have an option. Do you understand? Like the people who always we talk about this pain. We say, "Oh, the average Nigerian," but you're not the average Nigerian. That,
It's average now. Now she know where the thing they pinch am.
no, and guess what? Maybe I do not know the reality of what that looks like, but that's I say the so-called the fading middle class in Nigeria has a very uphanded look to sometimes the suffering of the average Nigerian. Because here's what I think: if you believe that it is not working enough, maybe we need to look inwards and say, what are the realities of this country, and how do you find because you need to find a system. It's because we lack systems and structures. That is why we are where we are as a country. Today, our law first has been almost the same thing for the past how many years? Till now, a lot of us are not even clear on it because our politicians don't need us to be educated. Hence why it is also a strategic move that the middle class is thinning. Because the middle class are the people who have access to that level of information that can truly, if you really think about it, make a change. You are the educational unit as well as the informational system of the structure that it is. So the more we are catering away our middle class, the more the dwindle is happening. In fact, it's the speed of light. Because you are giving room to people, like to numb heads, like MC Oluomo, as you have just mentioned. God, I beg me, they know, you understand? God protects me. Understand? But you're giving room to numb heads like this because nature never exists in a vacuum. The space must be filled. So when you complain, and then you run, I'm not saying it is not okay to run. Do that. But while you are here, you cannot keep hating the system. You need to look at, okay, for every family, let's even start from the family unit, because first of all, that's where our disintegration is starting from. The family unit is completely disintegrated. In fact, is every day being chipped at in Nigeria. Families are scattered everywhere all over the world. There's scarcely a family that has everybody fully intact, which is not the case when we travel abroad and we see people with their generational family members sitting in the same room. So yes, the family is under attack, as it were. In Nigeria, basic morals are not even being passed. What we are preaching every day is money, jackpot, this, not down. That is what the story is. So if you, who is as educated and who has access to certain level of information, even not, if not all, you sit with the information and ask yourself, how can I make this? And your only answer is that you and your family need to run away. Then you need to stop complaining about the country, in my opinion. Because if it was in your household, you will find a solution. So find a solution for your household. And if you keep thinking singularly, the everybody suffers for that singular thought. This is the truth. And I told this Auntie Onyi, I revert to what I was talking about. I told her, you teach your children, educate your children, educate the people around you. You do not know what this education is going to do and where it's going to land. I was watching something on TikTok. They were asking kids, what are the arms of government? And they were able, these kids in the US, so these kids that they can barely talk. And they were, how many arms of government? 3. How many Nigerian kids? And because if you do not empower the young generation with the right information, they will grow up with the wrong morals. And we are seeing that every day. However, I think I do applaud the Gen Zs because there are even a lot of curious minds amongst them. They might not have the energy to do the work, but they're curious enough to find out. A lot of millennials are daft about what's happening in Nigeria, I'll be honest. Or maybe unbothered, or maybe tired. I don't know what the situation is. However, we cannot start and stop. Not the way they start and stop. Enough, we carry you go to the destination quick. It's a consistent unlearning, relearning, unlearning, relearning, unlearning. We must never stop learning, and we must never stop talking about the solution, not just the problem. If we look at ourselves and say who decided that the 3 major ethnic groups are Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba? Who decided that?
Maybe we need to go back to the drawing board and ask ourselves critical questions. And if we do not want to, with what we have right now, what can we do? What can be done? Every system in the world has looked for a solution to his excesses. They have found a way to live with their excesses, whether it is agreed, whether it is wanted or unwanted, but agreed by a mass majority. I will say that. And that is what we are lacking. We do not have the discipline, first of all, to listen and follow through. And this is both ways, because power is being abused every other day in Nigeria. Every day they'll be bringing up old laws as if it's a new thing. Oh, we're going to have a sanitation today. Everybody close it. Can you shut up? There has been a sanitation since forever. Since they gave it to me in this Nigeria, I've known that there's sanitation on Saturday or Thursday. Which kind of problem is this? Now you are making, why are we not consistent? We're talking about waste disposal. Why is waste disposal such an issue? Every day we have children in the university learning, doing projects. Nobody's picking up those projects. There's no continue. Oh, let me tell you. My own POV is that if we keep talking about the problem is all that will exist. When we talk about the problem, we talk about the solution. I do not have a problem with talking about the problem. In fact, as a matter of fact, we must be very pained about the problem, because only then is our mind pushed to look for a solution. Again, if the solution is just one-handed, how only you and your family are going to, or you and your friend, or you yourself, it's okay, that's fine. Think about you. But then there is the Nigerian problem, and it still exists. And it's going to keep happening because you are Nigerian. And no matter where you are, you're going to keep thinking about that problem, because it's going to keep affecting you some way or the other. You have your best minds that you have trained in the banks, in these systems that work. They have relocated the boss. Turn time is what we're not considering. Turn time. How quickly are we also bringing up experts? How long are they staying in the system? When do they fall off? These are things that we should be checking as a people. And this conversation, as much as it sounds very government targeted, of which largely it is also things even amongst ourselves we should be thinking about. Your children don't have role models here that they can look up to, because all your siblings are abroad. So the dream is never going to be one of, oh, yeah, I want to be in Nigeria, I want to be here, I want to be there. Of course not. It's going to be a foreign dream for continuously. It's a vicious circle. It's always going, but then if we don't fix it, it's going to remain a problem, and the rot deepens. Somebody was telling me, oh, back in the day when we used to travel to the east, the corridors, all those Binigo, they are very safe. Now there's kidnapping here and there. I said there's always been kidnapping. Yeah. I'm from the east of Nigeria, and yes, we use Young Shagro, we use Chisco, we use ABC, we travel that road with luxurious buses every other day. There has, as far back as when they gave it to me, in the 90s, there were people kidnapping on that road, but it was never checked. It has gone unchecked for years, and every day we act brand new. Why? Are we afraid to talk about the benign problem that's happening like what's going on? Let's be real though. And now, because of it has gone unchecked, it's now more audacious. Everybody, literally everybody I know that is from the east has had a family member or knows somebody that has been kidnapped. Facts. And this is 2026. I'm talking about as far back as the 90s. This thing has been, nobody's checking, everybody. And then when people start complaining, the government just say, okay, shock therapy, let's just put everything up. Just say, oh, now is the time. We're going to clamp down. It is there in the law. Nobody is challenging. Nobody is effecting. It has always been there. If we do not educate ourselves, and we were waiting for this government to educate us, wow, how are we going to hold them accountable now? Now, why Tinubu go drag seats? I take that back, allegedly. It's why a politician will take over the seat of power and will keep quiet and behave as if we're brand new. It's the first time. Is that the first time a whole Abacha annulled the whole election? Nobody thought. They will say it's military. Now, is it military that is happening? Is it military that is going on now? The military, they are weak. Is it military? Well, it's happening today in Nigeria, and we're okay. It's just like business as usual. And that's what they do. So if our mindset is not so they do, and we want to keep talking about, I'm uninterested. Like it makes me very uninterested in general because I'm sick of the problem. Since they born me till today, I'm sick. We have been talking now. Which day will we start to say, okay, actively, this is what, and follow up, oh, because that follow up is also important. We cannot just be blinking like NEPA lights. I rest my case.
Thank you, Solicitor and Counselor. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. Shout out to great Nigerians. Greatest Nigerians.
That's so. After you don't abuse them.
My God.
Anyhow,
It's good. It's family balance. That's how family
okay.
engages. You
All
have
right.
some, you know what I'm saying?
All right. I don't hear you. Sorry, guys, we don't have family, so please send your family and release therapy
I'm
for next
crying.
week. Please, please, and please. Thank you very
I'm
much.
actually crying.
I do not have any prop of the week because I don't think anybody propped. Maybe Ugochi has a prop of the week. I do not know.
We are the prop of the week, and every other person who is doing Michael Jackson content on TikTok and all over social media. You guys
Yes,
also
how
the
to
prop
say
of the
it.
week.
I also want to say that Beyonce fans got on catch on now. When we are telling you people that there's only one goat, you people were denying. In death,
but
this
Beyonce
man.
is a goat though.
Please, Ugochi, please.
There are many goats.
This is our no. In my father's house, there's only one goat.
Be specific
please,
to the goats. Because you are football goats. Don't you have football goats?
No, in this context, everybody knows. Because when we are telling you people, say, no, she might be one of... There are levels to this shit. Please.
You know,
this
some people were not born when Michael
Yeah.
Jackson was alive
That's
or when he was
they
hot.
should educate themselves because idiocy is not a very nice trait.
But that's their reality right now.
God will punish their reality. God will open their eyes to a new reality.
I challenge you, comrade. That's not a real way to look at it.
Okay,
because there were icons before this icon.
That is my own way. Now that the icon is still reigning, we will support our own icon. Number one biopic in the world. No biopic has gotten that amount of money. When we tell you that Michael Jack is Michael Jack, you were denying. But so you go just enter stage, no go talk. People don't they faint.
They cry.
People don't they faint.
Oh,
Beyonce. Do you know that girl that found out Beyonce in Babcock University? People are shouting.
Why you no Beyonce slander though? Because I actually love Beyonce.
There's only one Beyonce where they do film for Beyonce and Rihanna for Ghana. I can't do this thing. You know, we say Nadia Buhari, now they look at with small picking. What's the difference between Nadia Buhari and Beyonce? What's the difference? Please.
The billions, money,
okay,
social create everything, living really humbly.
Nadia Buhari get there. She get twins.
It's not even about
Beyonce has twins. Nadia has twins too.
It's the grace. The grace is different. You understand? Everybody and their own grace.
I plan to go and watch that film this weekend. And trust me,
is it in the cinemas?
Yes, now on the cinema
really?
right now. And trust me, I'll be in my worst behavior. I'll be singing along to every song in that film. And because they say that film is so successful, they're doing the part 2. These kind of things I like you people. We've been telling you, Gen Zs, that levels to this shit. No, they name all these. I know they like to hear this name of all these illiterates. Well, now they call saying that goats.
Who are the illiterates, please?
Goats. See, my own goats. If you enter country, the president go bow down. Say, please, what do you need, sir?
What do you need?
Please, especially come from Jehovah's Witness, do horror film. You think not beans?
On a different note,
sorry,
have you watched Monica?
Sorry, I'm coming. Michael Jackson was the goat as a black man, and he was a goat as a white man. That is levels to this shit.
Clock it.
Any race you want, he go down for you. What do you
clock it?
Thank you. Please, what's Monica? I don't understand what's Monica.
Hey, no.
Nigerian film, so I should go and watch.
But have you watched it?
Well, this is it's torture to me because it is.
No, you have to be pro the local. Should be the industry where they say you want enter. You go watch the good so that you can know how to. And this from your baby girl.
Okay. It's Uche Montana. I'll watch it.
Yeah, you need to please watch it.
I'll not be fast forwarding wedding.
No, you need to actually watch it.
First of all, I brief this actor. I don't like him. They do fine, boy. That's my problem.
Which of them? Is it the guy with the haircut? I don't know.
And the lead actor now.
Right. The guy that married Monica's sister.
In the chop matters, you say I don't like him until they do one kind.
I don't know. Indifferent. Me, the Monica story is the one that I think I didn't want to watch it, I'll be honest. When I started, in fact, I was so upset at it, but I had to see it through because
That's the problem.
this is a real life story. It's a true
There's
life
another one
story.
again. They say the fall of Moremi.
Ah,
So
is it as per
Bim,
Moremi of the
no, Bibo
Yoruba
Akitola is in
kingdom?
this
Or?
one. Bibo
Oh,
Akitola appears to be a very
Is a little.
single elderly woman who is sleeping with very muscular men. Then she falls in love with Daniel Etimefyoung, of course, because he's the Ashawo of Nollywood.
Right.
Yes. I'll go and watch that one, but I'll watch it in fast forward too. I'll watch it in 20 minutes instead of the 90 minutes that they
I
put
have
here.
a question, and then I
Yes.
think it's a mini rant. Please,
Not a
what's
mini
happening?
rant.
You say it's not a mini rant.
Just ask the question first.
What's happening with what are they doing with Shoma Opota, my baby? She's
Who is
like
that?
in some kind raunchy Choma. What's
Akota.
her?
The lady
Yeah.
who won for 7 doors. I like her now.
No, like she's on YouTube and having some like raunchy. I don't know whether it's me or it's just the she's
She
having
no
some
go.
raunchy roles with some young
Oh,
male
love,
actors. Yeah, like
love B and
love
B.
roles. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I love you. I don't want to
She no go
watch you in that
parents.
space.
She lives in Yankee now. She no go chop. She no go parents.
I love to.
Wow.
I love that she's doing more, and I love, of course, putting in the work as she always does. But just like, who are these young men? Because can I see her in some spicy older actor love,
I beg.
situation?
You
All
YouTube
these
people
like
don't.
young.
You YouTube people don't deserve anything. Well, like this is what you people deserve. This is the highest level you people
Better
deserve.
watch Nigerian movie because just because anyway, thank God the numbers are whether Nigerians watch it or not. Nigerian movies are also such a great export in Africa. Africans are watching
Unfortunately,
Nigerian movies like crazy.
it's the bad things about us that they are exporting. But let us go on.
Uh, uh,
Anyway, I will try and watch your Monica in 20 minutes because I do not
yeah,
have
so
time.
watch Monica. No, not 20. Watch the entire movie,
No,
Ayo.
I can't
We
wait
don't
for
want
people to. I don't
half
want people
baked
to be insulting
reviews.
me. It's not that I already know what's going to happen in the next 7 scenes. They'll
See,
just
I
be doing
want you to
things.
watch just the storyline. I want us to discuss about the storyline, not about the acting, please. Just go through the acting just to follow through with the storyline. I beg
Oh,
you, I beg, I beg, I beg.
Nigerian acting is terrible. In case you people don't know, I watched that Kemi Aditiba thing and I almost cried
Which one?
because
The
the Kemi
the no,
Aditiba audition, call
cast.
for
Oh,
audition,
right.
yeah, it was terrible.
Audition,
Some people
Ojai.
should go, just go and work for First Bank. There's no hope
Please
for
show
them in
me.
acting.
I don't know. Where can I watch it?
It has passed before. You used to just trade on Instagram and TikTok,
Oh,
but
I would have loved to see.
several
I wanted
actors
to
and
go and
actresses.
audition. No. Why are you like? Why exactly are you laughing? That's my real question. Why are you
I
laughing?
don't.
Have you seen me acting before?
There's no, see, person who sabi act will go, no, we don't know how they
Why you
are.
believe say I no go
Okay.
sabi act?
Okay, this
Once
Monica,
upon
be
a
like say,
time.
now for poor people. Okay, I'm not seeing any,
No more worry for poor people.
I've not seen any short, okay, I don't dey see short later. I don't dey see, cinema don't
Was there
change now.
shortlet in that movie?
They don't they chop for restaurants. First of all, the depiction of Nigerian love on Nigerian cinema is
No,
terrible.
it's disgusting. I
Because
agree
it
with you.
seems it seems all of a
Oh,
sudden there's no middle class or but middle class and poor people
oh,
don't love. It's always one rich man and one
oh.
rich babe and money. That is all.
See,
Ah,
first of all, why is that when like couples like the love play is also very boring, is that they're sitting in the living room and the guy is singing one stupid song and the guy is like trying to guys, is that what you're doing in your love? Are you serious? Is that what Nigerian love looks
first of all, you have to know
like?
that the people who wrote these stories are borderline. Um, I'm looking for the word retarded. So there is no creativity at all.
Zero, no conversations.
It's when
Like
I
in
say let
those
me even
private
watch.
moments.
I saw like one the campus queen like this. If they just put young boys and young girls to be deceiving themselves on camera. I'm
Do you
like, what is
understand?
this now? What are we doing? Are we Nollywood really needs to sit down and talk seriously to itself because we can't keep projecting ourselves to the world like this because they just
Like
think that every
this.
because you just watch some films and you're like, so people gathered, some people left their home, they bath, tell their babes they go work,
Oh,
and
I
this
dey
is the
come.
rubbish, and this is the rubbish they're doing. No, 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 no,
We
no.
need to do better. Especially those
Uh,
love scenes.
it's too
Yes.
much.
So
You see house help that comes for poor background. You don't get BBA. She's
no,
the
his
nail where she,
skin.
The nails with the shaz, you know this one is not
The skin they fresh past the mama
everything
own,
they fresh. I'm
the
like,
wife own.
do you people sit down and just have an intellectual discourse, a tete a tete?
N-
That how
but
can we make things better?
let me the one that also icks me is how the mother sometimes even looks younger than the
That
child
one,
in the
that one, if you
movie.
watch that one, if you want to, that one to annoy you, go and watch African Magic. Any of the
Ah,
channels, you will see,
maybe
you see
small.
that, you will see and not see. It's just terrible.
It's
Like
a
you
lot.
people now. We know that there's no money. We're not asking you to shoot Transformers or Matrix or Avengers. But this thing, the small love there is no difference from the love sense of the 90s to what we are doing now. The love relationship back then, the man will take the girl to boutique, carry and go
In
restaurant,
the
then they go
garden,
beach, then in the garden. This one just go for they just go to one restaurant, talk, talk, talk. All of a sudden, they have a chemistry.
they will not even eat that food. That's the most annoying part. They never eat the
Oh,
food
sorry. Do you
really.
know that? So do you know the funny thing? If you
Tell
look at
me.
Hollywood actors don't eat their food. Look, go and watch Big Bang Theory.
Mm,
When they are doing those things, where all of them will sit down together and they are eating, watch them carefully. Somebody you highlighted it. They don't eat the food because they're doing
never
multiple
actually played that.
takes. They can't afford to get filled up. So they just play with the food, put it back up. The camera goes away, comes back. You think they are eating? They are not eating at all. But
Hmm.
Nigeria's one is terrible because they don't edit it well, so you know they are not eating it.
See, can we, in fact, see, can we just even, can we eat it and actually have
Oh yes,
proper, like, or have
when
decent
there's anything
conversation?
when there's a reason to eat it, they eat it. But no, this is conversation is not when you're looking for conversation, it's not a Nollywood film. I'm very sorry.
But Nigerians have great conversations. Like
Mm-mm, it's not.
we
Is it
actually
the
have
no?
great
No,
discourse. Some
it's
people,
not the.
anyway, or
It's
most
not the
people.
Nigerians. The person that I said it, the borderline retarded person that's writing. Is he writing this from a point of reality, or man, they gave me 2 days to write this thing? Okay, okay. Sleep with this person, show yash, show breasts, show money, show S class, show shortlet apartment. Film don't finish. Bam.
Show a Link Bridge.
Oh, no, they're gonna do that drone shot.
That's the
Oh my
entry
lord.
shot.
I'm like, God
That's
have
the start
mercy.
shot of the movie. The
What is
Lekki
this?
Link Bridge.
Ah, no, 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 no. It's terrible. It's terrible.
I was listening to one video on TikTok where Alibaba was talking about something. I was talking about real estate, right? He was saying that in Nigeria, when we think about real estate, we think about real estate in terms of owning housing, building houses. We
It's
forget
what
that
people know
there
now.
exactly. We forget that there are other utility buildings or there are other buildings that are needed for people to be
Yeah.
able to, for a system to be able to function that is not housing. We're not talking about
Yes.
halls. We're not talking about
Event
arcades. We're not talking about,
centers.
shopping malls. We're not talking about different, other ways to use real estate. We always only think about housing. And
And
I
that's what
think,
Nollywood should do too. Because Nollywood don't think about one style of love.
do you
That's
understand?
what they know. They don't know poor man love.
He highlighted something that the Eiffel Tower is probably one of um Paris's most sold item real estate, right? If you go to a hotel room that's looking, even if it's just a peep at the Eiffel Tower,
Overlooking
you
here
can
is
yeah,
expensive.
you
Yeah.
can, yeah. But like if you have a better hotel that is just not like looking at the road, like there's so many ways for us to reimagine because we should also think that right now, Nigeria,
Ugochi,
the
don't they
Lagos
go.
State
You don't
government,
they go. You don't they
in
go
fact,
place where also they
it's,
talk.
it's see, in fact, the Nigeria, I know of certain state governments, Enugu, Lagos, that are getting into public-private partnerships, right? And these are just ideas to just put out to people. Like it doesn't always
Mm.
have to be about housing and restaurants. There are
Me,
schools.
I've given up on Lagos real estate. I just believe that 50% are imbeciles and 50% are just wicked people. There's nothing. There's nothing.
Um,
No, I've given up on those ones. It's,
real estate, real
at this
estate
point,
needs to do better.
in Lagos Cemetery,
In
itself, they'll tell you they should not even put the tomb or any demarcation. Just bury the person, make they go.
tombstones.
Yes. They will come, they bury people on people in
Oh
Lagos
yeah, yeah, yeah,
cemeteries.
100% because of
So if
space now.
if the dead cannot even enjoy
No space.
their rest, you where they live, you want fun. You're mad. You want big window. They are crazy. They are crazy.
See, but we need to reimagine our buildings. Amanda had this work that she did at I forget the name now, the Gas Foundation.
on architecture, and I think I've mentioned it on here before. Maybe the next time we get Amanda
You
on, we
have,
should
you
go
have.
into that. Yeah. But like we need to build for our climate. As Ayo highlighted earlier,
No, no,
now
we
we
don't build for our
have
climate. Oh. We build
exactly we have a
for
we just
vibes.
build. You understand? We have a mismatch of environments in terms environmental balance in terms of housing structures, heights, width, of all of that. Um, like you live in a bungalow and the house next to you is a skyscraper. Like,
You don't
how
kill all your,
is the oxygen going to,
you don't kill your ventilation already.
do you understand? And depending on the area of Lagos that we're even talking, in fact, or the areas that we are talking about, if a place that is close to water, there are certain buildings that are more advisable. If a place that isn't as close to the water, there are certain ways to build your homes.
So the way
Um,
it is, right? If if a city
there
will
is a
have
law
a,
for this thing, by the way,
of
right?
course, there's a law.
Yeah,
There
there's
should
an
be a law.
existing law.
You
Nobody's
surprised that this
enforcing
law exists in 1960 or something. You know.
policies. I don't know why I
So
call them laws or policies.
if you look at business districts, because every city has business districts where there are a lot of businesses
Exactly.
right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
It tends to, and a lot of professionals who work there. It
Mm-hmm.
makes sense to build those um, high rising flats because they're
Exactly.
professionals. You go in sharp sharp, you
Mm-hmm.
do everything. But people who are more settled, who have even like blue collar jobs and everything, or people you now give them those homes, those houses that are well spread out. There's a garden for
Mm-hmm.
everybody in that
Mm-hmm.
estate. It's only in Lagos estate that they don't have places where children will play.
Hmm.
They don't have a place where the community will
Oh,
gather.
way.
Shout out to Mawa Gardens. I saw Mawa Gardens, and you know that. And that's why I said that these things can be done in Nigeria. We are
I
just
grew up in an estate like that. It was
mm,
planned out specific, all this tailored to the T,
but like
your
I
fence
said,
height, everything.
you see some Lagos State garden, you will not see one brown leaf somewhere, even artificial
Shout
leaf.
out
Don't
to
go
Agbara
sell.
Estates.
The sun will be hitting you like as if you're a slave in America.
Listen,
Do the slave trade era. You go black
picking
like
cotton.
you go black like Kotakinti. You'll be shouting yes, myself up and down. So please let's think very well. Flop of
Functional
the week.
spaces, guys.
I
Functional
also don't have flop
spaces.
of the week. I am sorry, guys. Next week we'll come back in
Flop of the week
in-
has to be the waste disposal in Lagos, Ayo, because that shit
Oh,
is now that
first of
is
all,
rain has
please.
started.
First of all, please. I know the government has tried to do something, and I know that they've done like a fancy stadium in no, okay, that's a different place, but they've done a fancy stadium under the bridge at where MTN is. I've forgotten the name of that place.
Right.
MTN
Um.
Plaza. There's a
Oh,
fancy
right.
stadium there. Where they drew all the Chibok girls.
Where
I can't remember.
the Falomo.
Yes, follow more.
Mm.
See, I don't know what it will take. You see that Obalinde on that bridge? I know
Right.
you people they've dredged, they've cleared that place before, but that
Hmm.
place is back again. It's smelling. It's smelling, please. And the foot traffic, they can we do something about it? I'm begging you people. I don't think
See,
it's that hard. Anybody that doesn't want to obey, will wipe ham komoko for face.
Lagos is dirty.
No,
That
Ugochi.
yeah.
So ladies and gentlemen, Ugochi has said the most obvious thing, so I think we should call it a
Yeah,
night
Lagos is
because
dirty.
even
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder, if you come Lagos now, I know he has been to Lagos before. If he comes now, you will see Lagos is dirty. Definitely.
Facts.
Everybody knows that one. That one is
Mm.
there. I've clearly stated my way, my pathway for Lagos to be sane again. But since I'm not in Alausa, I don't wear the ribbon, the infinity ribbon. And they don't know me as a rock. I'm not the son of a poor man in Nigeria, of a commoner. So,
But you have 234 essential. Charge them. Tell them what they need. So you see, sometimes to our politicians, they don't know what to do.
I know
That's one thing we're not taking into
they don't know what
cognizance.
to
They
do,
don't
but
have any idea.
they'll give 50K to one guy that has big bum bum. They don't know what to do, but they're giving money to bum bum. So
Roaming eyes and loose
that
loins.
that
That's
prick no go
that's
rise.
it.
That prick no go rise in Jesus' name. So everything.
Per, per,
Yes.
per.
But anyway,
Listen.
please send us farmmail to farmail@234essential.com and we'll get back to you. We'll read it on the podcast definitely. And also share your release therapy for us. Yes, sir.
Please follow us on social media at on every platform that there's 234 Essential Podcast. Follow us at 234 Essential Podcast on TikTok, IG, and X. Also,
Yes.
please don't forget to like, share, subscribe across channels. Also, subscribe to everything that we do, newsletters and otherwise.
And most importantly, if you want to support us in any way or looking to partner, send some money to us, do something, whatever it is, send an email or toggle the donation link in our show notes and sharp in like in few taps you're there. But yeah.
Also, guess what's to go to? Guess the place they've renovated.
Where? Surprise
National
me.
National Museum.
We need to go now. We need to go to the National Theatre.
So I don't know. I want it to be like an event. I don't think people go there just to go there.
Tiwa
I
Savage
don't
is
know.
doing something there now. Has
That's
he
just
already
pass.
passed? Oh,
Pass on
shush.
Sunday. On Sunday.
Shout out to
Sorry.
Tiwa Savage.
Shout out to
Hottie.
Tiwa Savage.
Hottie
So
mama.
I will ask and see if I know there used to be a museum there, but I don't know if that museum
Fine now,
still exists.
let's lock in a day. Let's
If we can't
storm
go
the
there,
yard.
then we will go to somewhere else and just document somewhere in
I want to go
Lagos.
to National Theatre. I need to please add it to the somewhere else that
We
we
need
want to.
we need another option. That's the thing.
But this one can be like option A and B. That other option can be C. What do you think?
No, National Theatre is just option A now. We need another option B now.
And I'm saying like it should be A and B. Then
It
like
can't be
so
so
that
what's
we can
happening?
try. Like that's the extent of the trying we're going to put in.
Okay, we'll
A
try.
and B.
We'll
Then
try.
so that C will now say, oh, we tried all odds and again it didn't work.
All right, so no wahala. Ladies and
Alright.
gentlemen, we are out. What's the title of this podcast before we
Is a
start playing?
rapper. Lagos is dirty.
Let's say you want me to visit your house.
There's something that we said on here
Michael
that
Jackson is the GOAT. That is it.
how about goats? How about
No.
GOAT?
MJ is the GOAT. Finish.
I don't that is not I'm not that I'm against MGO. Shout out to in fact long live Michael Jackson.
I know what is
Like,
pushing
can we use it as goats because
all you
there's
Beyonce people.
so that it's covering so that people are intrigued. Number one, it's also it's a cause of you understand intrigue, suspense.
Okay.
What's the goat? You understand?
Well, there's only one goat anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. And peace
You
out.
will get like 1 million goats. Says only one goat.
In music, there's only one goat.
Are you forgetting your goats that you mentioned some weeks ago?
Don't worry. In this context we are talking, there's only one, the king of pop, Michael Jackson.
Please, can you tell me what's happening to Omale? Can you write newsletter for us and explain what's happening to Omale and This Is New? Is it album or EP?
I wrote it. I did album review now. You will know.
I did not see it.
Okay, please. I'll send you the link.
Thank
I'll send you
you
the link when I wake up. Thank you very much.
Right.
So goats, Nana, you don't hear. No disturb us. Thank you. Bye.
We love you guys. Thank you. Be kind.
Global Village.